While many people think that the visitor experience is primarily based on their time spent in the museum, the experience actually begins before visitors even enter the building. The exterior architecture and design of museums play an essential role in visitor accessibility, which in turn affects whether or not people even enter the building. This has the potential to detrimentally affect all types of museums and their social value within the communities they serve. Visitor accessibility and social value are two prominent terms in the museum field. Museums want people to attend for a variety of reasons, and they want all people to feel comfortable doing so. In order for that to be possible, many elements must work together to make a museum a place worth spending time in. Generally, some combination of objects, educational programming, and exhibition design are what most people consider the essential elements to a successful museum. However, what is often overlooked is the visitor's experience before they even enter the building. The architecture of museums has the ability to make or break a visitor's experience. Often, museums are in buildings that fall under the category of classical style architecture. That means that the front usually has a large stone entrance at the top of the stairs, along with round columns that support a triangular pediment. This style of architecture is frequently associated with academia, government buildings, banks, and other types of buildings that the average person would not normally want to enter. However, that is what many museums look like, and unfortunately, not enough are making changes to ensure that what they look like on the outside does not deter people from attending. One of a museum's most important goals is to motivate visitors. In recent decades, museums have renovated and built new buildings using modern-style architecture. Modern architecture uses steel and glass to increase the natural light within buildings and create open, inviting environments that attempt to break down the barrier between institutions and the people who would not normally think of the museum as a usable resource. While this is making strides in the right direction, museums like the Guggenheim in Bilbao, Spain, and the Getty Center in Los Angeles, California, still present their barriers to people unfamiliar with museums. Museums are still somewhat disconnected from the broad audiences and communities they want to serve, so the question is, how do we get the general public to not judge a museum by its cover?